hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer, a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with the South Central recap, audition recap. Y'all, I shaved my beard because I said it on my members only video. I did put up a story time. If you guys haven't checked out my members only, please join if you can, y'all, because I put up the story time of when I was in Future's music video, which hasn't dropped yet, when I was like one of the background people in there. So I gave a story time on that, which is funny. But I'm doing a pilot soon and this movie right after, and it required me to shave down my beard. Okay, so that's why I'm like Macaulay Culkin at home, like, so that's why it's like that. So just so you guys know. All right, so this thing was so low vibrational and just it was just an episode for them to come and just fight. Like, that's what it was giving. Like, it was just giving, come there, fight, and then we just gonna have fun. So the judges are Megan. I don't know why Megan's doing the show because she's so much better than them, but hey, they probably off her cute that. Darrell, and then Nina and Special K loud ass. Special K just so loud. Like, she could whisper and still scream. Like, she could be like, can you go to the library? And then be in the library. Like, she that loud person in the library, be like, oh my God, I just dropped my phone. And then you see all the people in the library just looking at you like you had to announce that. She that type of person because she's just loud. So Megan is talking to Darrell. So she's like, oh, like, why is Kenzie and Barbie like back? Like, are they auditioning again? And I'm wondering the same thing. Like, Isaiah needs to start bringing back the people that's going to be on the next season, because it's like they already had their shine. Let these new people kind of like do what they gotta do, unless they're gonna be judges like they do on Zeus. But for them just to be there, it's like they call it a contract signing, you guys. But it's really just there for them to meet up. It's like to me, it's like a ghetto barbecue. Like, it's a ghetto barbecue. The only thing that was missing was the chicken and the ribs. And then we meet Cashmere. She has like no teeth. And then she was talking to the host. Like, the host, he was just having like a good old time. That's why it reminded me of a barbecue, because I just could picture him just busting into the mic, be like, no, slide to the left, hit upside the head, now swing, duck, let's go again, but like, I just picture him doing something like that. To be honest. So she was like, oh, I'm just here to, like, beat up, like, that's it. She was saying she's here to fight this girl, because some story about her hopping out the car, something like that. The girl ends up coming, and then they get into like a fight or whatever, and then her friend ended up jumping in, and then afterwards Barbie just popping her stuff and doing her big one and everything like that. So oh shoot, she started doing her big one and everything like that, start popping her, and she's just like, oh, like, South Central Baddies, like, that's what tea, like, it is what it is, like, we doing us the big one, South Central Baddies season 3, like, we coming hard, like, yeah, okay. So then after that happens, we see Nina talking to I think it was to Special K about why she started Zodiac House. Y'all, I never started recapping or watching Zodiac House. Is it good, or is it just as low vibration as all the other rest of the shows? Like, is it giving South Central Baddies or Big Legs Baddies Collection? If it's giving Big Legs Baddies Collection, I might recap and go back and recap the first seasons. Just let me know what y'all think in the comments. So then after that, we see this new trans girl, and she's super fishy, you guys. So she's sitting there signing her stuff. She signing her contract, and then you just see Kenzie Barbie like, so wait, so I heard you was popping it online. Like, Barbie's like, you was popping it online. So then she's like, no, it was my friend though, but okay. And then she's like, but where your friend at though? Like, you left your friend all alone. Like, where we found it? Like, what's that? So the girl is just sitting. The girl just sitting there trying to write, and Kenzie was just like, do you need like a tutor or something? Because that's what he's giving. Like, that's what he's giving. So she's trying to sign the contract and stuff like that. Mind you, I hope she's reading it too, but at this point, it don't even matter. She already too far in, to be honest. They just wanted her to sign so they make sure they weren't liable when they started jumping her. Next thing you know, Barbie ran out. She like, so what's that? She see boo, 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 boo. They just start fighting. And the girl did get beat up. Okay, the new trans girl got beat up. I don't know her name, so that's why I gotta refer to her as that. She did get beat up by Barbie. So Barbie did do her big one. She beat her up. And then I don't know why Kenzie felt like she had to jump in. Like, we know you can fight, Kenzie. You don't have to like jump into every situation. The only thing I agree with her jumping into is on Deja Vu. Because Sydney Star, y'all know Sydney Star needed somebody to tap a real person, another trans girl to tap her butt. So I agree with that. But with this, it's like you had to jump in. And then we get put back to the auditions, and the camera is as shaky as ever, okay? Just as shaky. We see the camera just shaking, 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 shaking. And then we see Amberlynn from Blue Girls Club, and she's one of the first auditions. Listen, Amberlynn has auditioned for Baddies West, South Central Baddies, she's not Blue Girls Club, Johnson's Cabaret, Baddies South, probably One More Chance. Like, how much shows you gonna audition for, girl? Like me, I don't care too much to be doing reality TV like that. Like, it's never that deep to me. Like, y'all gotta understand, the bad don't last forever, and these videos do. So if somebody want to pull up, you getting beat up, something happening to you, getting embarrassed, they could easily pull it up. That's why this reality TV thing, like, it's just never gonna be for me. Like, nah, I wanna run me a script, baby. Like, what we doing? Like, it just don't make sense to me. Megan looks so disgusted. She was like, let me show y'all a picture. Megan looks so disgusting, you guys. And then Darrell had his stomach out, and it was very much giving hairy. Okay, hold on, y'all. I gotta show y'all this, because I gotta show y'all this. Hold on, you guys. I ain't taking this out either. Hold on. Oh, I don't have it, so never mind. But no, either way, Megan, she looked so disgusted. So she was like, and then Darrell's just like, okay, like, oh, so yeah, you do your big one, Louisiana. Oh, mind you, Darrell probably already knows she auditioned for all these shows. So then after that happens, we meet this girl with an ankle monitor. So she was like, "Oh, I'm here to, do me a big one or whatever. I'm out for like 6 months, so I can't really do much. So I might as well find me something to do." I'm like, "Yeah, girl, go just get a job or something. Like, what are you talking about? Find you something to do." So they are like contemplating because they don't know how they finna do her on the show because she got an ankle monitor. So it's like, how's that gonna work with you being able to do the show? Because I don't think she lives in LA like full time, and even if she did, like, you still would like probably get in trouble and stuff like that. So then there was like, why did you get the ankle monitor? And then she was like, oh, she said she punched a girl or whatever. And then she was just like, how you gonna do the show with the ankle monitor? She was just like, I'm gonna just turn it off, so it don't even matter. And they ain't gonna know. I'm like, so you just snitched on yourself though, because you on camera. Okay, you in 4K. It's a shaky 4K, but it's still 4K. Okay. Maybe 720, okay, not 4K, 720. We'll give them that. So then we meet this girl who had a business, and she was just like, her simply something. I checked out her business. Her website did look good. So I said, finally, somebody, props up to your mama, because it looked really, really good. Like, her website looked good. And her pieces, she had nice pieces on there too. So y'all check out her website. I think it was like her simply, something, her simply or whatever. And then they start questioning her on South Central Baddies Q&A. I'm like, is this Jeopardy? Like, why she gotta know everything about the show? So they was like, oh, why did E.T. and Barbie get into it? Why did the and then at first she was gonna get the question wrong, but she ended up getting the question right. So they were like, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. So she got it right or whatever. And then they was like, oh, you scared of, like, it don't seem like you ready. Like, you seem like you ready for this house. And then she was like, yeah. And next thing you know, this girl runs up on her or whatever, and then she just started fighting because they asked her. They said, "Who is your favorite South Central baddie and who's your least favorite?" Megan asked the question, so she was just like, "Oh, my favorite is Kenzie, and my least favorite is Persuasion," because she was like, she like all of them, but if she gonna have to pick, and then Cashmere, missing two Cashmere, got mad. She was just like, you talking about me? You like, you talking about my friend? You talking about my friend? Nah. She started getting up. She run up on her. She got beat up so bad. The business girl, I said, oh damn, you should just go back to your business. Because she was just like, she just not. It seemed so easy for Cashmere. Cashmere looked like she was washing dishes. You know how you washing dishes really fast? You just like, she was just washing dishes. I was like, She didn't even have to put no effort into it. It was just like, geez, like, whew, oh my god. So then after that happens, we see this girl named Lily. Okay. We see this girl named Lily, and then first she dances and then she strips. And then she was just like, oh, I'm not scared of nobody or whatever. Blase, blase, blase. Anybody that wanted can get it. And the next thing you know, this girl named Nina jumps up and then starts walking up to the girl with the purple bra. So she boop. They just start fighting. They just start fighting or whatever. But the Lily girl ended up coming back and they hugged it out or whatever. So I guess this like initiation. I guess how they do it at South Central, they want to initiate them before they get into the house at the signings or whatever. And then we meet this girl named, she thought this was Bad Girls Club. She was like, oh, like I'm here because I seen it on a flyer on Instagram and I thought it was like for Bad Girls Club or something like that, right? And Special K was like, Bad Girls Club is done and over with. This is South Central Baddies or Zodiac House. And then she was like, oh, like no, like I thought it was Bad Girls Club. And the so Special K was like, okay, whatever. What can you bring to the show? She's like, I could bring like positivity or whatever, because like us as bad girls, the girl had to break it down to her like, hey, that's mad disrespectful because you don't even know what show you're auditioning on. Like you rubbing people the wrong way doing that. You can't be doing that to people. Blase, blase, blase. You're supposed to know the show that you're gonna be on because it's disrespectful. When I tell you, this was just a hot ghetto pile of crap. And then the girl ends up leaving because she's so stupid she don't know the show she's trying to be on. And this other girl didn't know who was on the show. But I'm like, you don't have to know who on the show, but like you have to at least know like the names of the people at least. Because they only had like 2 seasons. Because they asked her, they was like, hey, name some of the people over there. And she was like, I don't know your name like that, but like, I'm like, bro, go. So they ended up kicking her out too. She ended up leaving. And then this girl, we get back to the ankle monitor girl. She wants to get on there so bad. She was just like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be a liability." Blase, blase, blase. So the rest just like, I don't know. Like we're gonna have to debate because it's a liability on your ankle is gonna give off sirens to the police to come over. So he just basically telling her like, "Hey, we might not be able to cast you." It seemed like she was getting irritated, and I'm like, "You got a whole ankle monitor, like." They're not trying to get in trouble, harboring a fugitive. Like, what you talking about? Like, you crazy? Like, no. And then this girl with pigtails comes up, and she gets into a fight. Right? Apparently, her sister was there. It ain't jump in, which I thought the sister was wrong for that, especially with this type of show. If your sister comes, she's supposed to jump in with you. So she didn't jump into the fight. So Special K ends up getting not Special K, Nina ends up getting mad. So Nina was just like, that's your sister. You supposed to help her. That's your sister. Because the girl with the pigtails ends up fighting. I think it was, yeah, Kashmir jumped in. I know that. She was in there for sure. So she ended up getting into like fights or whatever, and her sister ain't help her. But she did beat up Kashmir. It looked like she got the best of Kashmir, to be honest, because Kashmir was stuck, and then she was just like pulling on her. I said, okay, Kashmir, you 2-1. You 2-1 for this episode. You 2-1. So after that happens, Nina was just like, you're supposed to help your sister. You're supposed to help your sister. You're supposed to help your sister. So she hops off the stage. She was about to hit her, right? She was about to hit her. Next thing you know, the girl, I guess she thought the girl hit her. So she hit her first. Like she slaps the girl. And I'm like, the girl didn't even touch you. I even rewound back just to see it. And the girl didn't even hit her. So I'm like, you just wanted to hit her. But she did have a good point. Like, that's your sister. You're supposed to like help her out. So she had every right to get mad like she did, to be honest. And the whole time that they fight and arguing, all I'm thinking is, why does Special K have pink marabou fur in California? I know it's hot down there. I know y'all winters don't be as cold. You feel me? So why you got that pink fur on you, Special K? That's pink fur, okay? And then we meet this girl named Cassandra. So she seemed cool. She was like, oh, she had an ankle monitor too. I guess it's the reunion ankle monitors. It probably set up so many alarms and systems in the South Central Police Department. They're like, oh my God, we got a couple fugitives in town today. Because She had an uncle monitor because she said for robbery, but she didn't really do it or whatever. And then she calls out the girl with the purple bra. Okay, so she was just like, oh, first she twerked too. They had her dance on the pole and everything like that. She ended up twerking on the pole, dancing, and they were like, "Oh, you ready for the show? It seems like you really shy. Like, I don't know if you're ready for the show." So then she called out the girl in the purple bra. She was just like, "Oh, I don't know, but like you could be my B, like BITCH." She was like, "You could be my B or whatever. Like, I like you. I mean, I don't like you. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't know what you about." Basically, like sizing the girl up. So you already know with the girl with the purple bra, she been on that. So she ends up getting up. Cashmere pops up. So she was just like, "What you did on the pole was a mess." I'm like, the girl never said she was a stripper. So I don't get it. So she ends up fighting everybody at once. I'm talking about she got jumped. I'm like, yeah, y'all need to put her in the Zodiac house because if she goes to South Central, she's getting beat up when she wakes up for breakfast, when she goes to eat lunch, when she goes to eat dinner, and probably when she wants to go and use the bathroom in the middle of the night. Like, just put her in Zodiac house. Just save her the headache, save her the time. It just is what it is. Okay, so the pretty trans girl ends up coming back, y'all. And I'm talking about the Cassandra girls getting tagged left and right, like left, right, center, back. They was just jumping, and I'm like, all y'all doing is showing that y'all just like to jump. So I don't get it. The pretty trans girl comes back or whatever, and she ends up fighting this random girl, and then Megan ends up, and she beat up the girl too. I don't know who that was, but she beat him up. It wasn't Barbie. But that girl, who she got beat up bad. I guess it was another trans girl that's supposed to be on the show. And then Megan ends the show and was like, oh, with a goodbye. She was just like, I never seen like so much fights in like one area. Like, this is crazy. But shout out to Now That's TV. And I'm like, Megan said, I'm gonna get that bag that and leave. That's what it's about. Okay. Shout out to Megan. You need to do better than interviews. Stop going to these South Central stupid stuff. I don't know what she doing in that audition. Let me know what you all thought about this audition, y'all. I was been supposed to do the recap, but I've been so busy, y'all. So, yeah, leave your comments down below. We are out, babies.
No personal thing.